So how do we incentivize our managers to go sell this work? Because when they go out and sell it, it's an additional responsibility for them.
Yeah.
It's some of that work may be tough, and they have to schedule it.
Yeah.
So what sort of incentive plan or program have we put in place to help promote that and make sure that work gets sold and gets done?
Yeah. Good question. So I think first, I think you have to establish some parameters. So as everyone hands the keys to that frontline manager to really take responsibility to sell additional services, I think you have to make sure that, first of all, you train them how to sell. Because just because they can run a great janitorial ship doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to sell necessarily. So we have the good fortune of them already having a relationship with these people, so with our contacts and decision makers. So they already have an in, but sometimes they do need to have just a little bit of additional sales ability to kind of get those additional services over the hump at times. So I think first things first, you need to kind of teach them how to sell a little bit. And number two, you need to have really a set parameter for pricing. So when they take ownership of this thing, they need to know, okay, what's the bottom floor for this service? What's the max floor for this service? And have some kind of guideline in regard to price on how to sell this. But once you establish that baseline in those ways, I would strongly encourage everyone to incent them through a commission basis. So, we've played around with a few different structures over the years from a commission standpoint and how much we give back in commission to these frontline managers. And we've settled in on 15% of total profit of each additional service job. So, and we have found, honestly, since we've started doing that, that's part of what has enabled our additional services amount to grow year over year, is really kind of handing them ownership of that and giving them an opportunity to make additional money.
Yeah, when they were able to own it and able to make additional money from it, we saw our numbers.
Yes, that's when they really started growing. Yeah, without a doubt. And they, since we've started making these changes, we've gone from 2 or 3% of our total revenue to 5% to 6%. This last year we did a little over 13%. Now, I know there was a little exception this last year, but yeah, so they've continued to grow year over year.
Yeah. So